In general, justice theory refers to an employee's perception of fairness in a work environment. This perception is broken down into three categories: distributive justice, procedural justice, and interactional justice. The first category is distributive justice. Distributive justice is how an employee perceives the fairness of the distribution of resources in the workplace. These resources can be intangible, like praise, or tangible, like pay. The second category in the justice theory is called procedural justice. Procedural justice is how an employee perceives the fairness of processes and procedures by their manager and throughout the organization to arrive at decisions. Interactional justice is the third entity of the justice theory. Interactional justice is defined by sociologist John R. Schermerhorn as the degree to which the people affected by the decision are treated by dignity and respect. This can involve factors such as the attitude with which someone is spoken to, or even the type of responsibility someone is given despite their seniority in the company.
Let's look at an example of distributive justice. Jamie has been working hard all day on filing new reports for her manager Molly. However, her coworker Mary has not been nearly as productive and has been slowly performing the required tasks. Molly walks in just as Jamie has finished the reports.
Hey Jamie, I see you finished the reports.
Yeah, I even alphabetized them for you.
Oh, no kidding, that's awesome. Do you want to go out to lunch and talk about it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Mary, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I even got you that coffee that you wanted.
Oh, thanks. I see you haven't finished your reports, though. I really need those by the end of the day, so make sure you don't leave the office until those are done.
Okay.
Jamie feels she received the right amount of praise from Molly, since Jamie put in more work than Mary did throughout the day. Had Molly offered the same or more praise to Mary, then Jamie would feel discouraged from outcome unfairness. Now let's look at procedural justice. In this example, Leah learns that Carly received a reward for her work that she did not.
Hey Carly, I heard you made $1.5 million in sales last quarter. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm so excited. I get to go on my first company-sponsored trip since I started a few years ago. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder why I didn't hear about it. Oh, I'm pretty sure policy said you had to at least reach 1.3 million to get the trip, so... Oh, right. I made a little less than that, but enjoy your trip. Thanks so much.
In this scenario, Leah did not receive the reward that Carly did, but a fair procedure for deciding who receives sales incentives was in place. Leah doesn't feel like she is being cheated because the decision is not subjective. Had Carly received the reward because their manager felt like it, her reaction may have been different and she may have felt like the reward system was unfair. In this final example, Molly has been diligently working all day for her manager Mary. She is new in her position and is more prone to mistakes than her coworker Jan. Jan has been at the company for a while and is a seasoned professional at what she does. Molly, Jan, and Mary are all in a conference room before the next meeting.
Hi Molly and Jan, I received your emails with the spreadsheets from earlier today. Great, how'd they look? I hope it didn't make any mistakes this time.
Yeah, I think everything should be in order as expected.
Overall, they were pretty good. If I can give you some individual feedback later on, maybe you could stop by my office at 4 and at 4:30. Is that alright?
Sounds good.
Mary gives general feedback that both submissions were good. She then asks each employee to come to her office later in the afternoon for individual feedback. This is a good way to handle the situation because both Jan and Molly will receive feedback in private. Mary will not make Jan feel embarrassed or upset in front of her new coworker. Had Mary spoken up during that talk, Jan would feel she is not being treated with respect and dignity. To ensure fair distributive justice, a manager must be careful to make sure that both tangible and intangible rewards are comparative across employees. Getting to know each employee and what they do is a good first step. This allows managers to understand what workers are doing well and which ones are not working as hard. This effort to be fair with workplace resources can also lead to positive management and procedural justice. A manager can proactively set up procedures to assist in fair and conclusive decision-making when the time comes to make. Both of these practices accumulate into one main idea, that people like to be treated fairly and with respect. A manager should put themselves into their employees' shoes and treat them the way they would like to be treated in the workplace. This environment helps employees feel appreciated and that they are being treated with kindness, adding a positive impact to interactional justice in the office.